Good evening, Jets fans. This is Green Bean, and I am back for an impromptu late night chat. See, I'm inspired tonight. This wasn't on my plan. It wasn't on my schedule for tonight, but something just happened that I have to talk about. I promise I'll make it quick right after I say, could you please sub to my channel, please? If you get the opportunity, give me a like, give me a sub. It means the world. If you have a chance, follow me on Instagram as well, Being the Jetsfan. And if you want to see all my musings on Twitter, Being the Jetsfan over there. And I also am on Jetnation daily, Jetnation YouTube page and Jetnation.com. So, one quarterback's off the market. I know you know who it is already. It's Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, the longtime Detroit Lions quarterback, the guy who was taken as the only quarterback before Mark Sanchez in the 2009 NFL draft, is going from the Detroit Lions to the Los Angeles Rams. Crazy. Now, we all knew that Stafford was more than likely going to be traded. Earlier this week, they released that Stafford and the Lions had agreed to part ways. Initially, I thought that meant that they cut him, which I thought was just the stupidest thing in the world. But then I found out that they were not that stupid, and that was just me, which is not the most rare of occurrences over here in Beanland. But so we have the Matthew Stafford trade. He's traded to the Rams. He's been traded to the Rams. So Matthew Stafford, who has been in the tundra of Detroit his entire career, gets to head on down to Southern California and hang out in LA in that fresh, brand new stadium with a team that many might say is built to win today. So this is the Rams saying that Jarod Goff was their problem. That's what they're saying right here, that they felt that Jarod Goff held them back and took a Super Bowl winning team and hindered their potential. So the trade looks like this, and then you'll understand why I just said what I said. So the Detroit Lions get, so the Rams get Matthew Stafford. Yep, that's it. So they get Matthew Stafford, and the Rams are giving to the Lions quarterback Jarod Goff. Starting quarterback, has been to the Super Bowl, been to the playoffs. They get a third-round pick in 2021. They don't get a first. And you want to know why that is? Because the Rams don't have one. They traded it to the Jaguars to get Jalen Ramsey. So don't forget, they gave them their last two first-round picks for Jalen Ramsey. So they're not, this will be 4 years in a row that they're not going to have a first-round pick. And hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So they give the Detroit Lions a third and Jarod Goff this year. Next year, they give the Lions their first. 2023, they give the Lions their first. So that's 4 years consecutively that the LA Rams do not have a first-round pick. It can be argued that they don't need them. They don't need their first-round picks because they're doing it this way. It's a little bit unorthodox, but they are in the playoffs. They are a good team. Made it to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. So they're giving Jarod Goff 2021 third, 2022 first, 2023 first. So let me say my initial thoughts. I'm just going to give it to you straight. I'm going to give it to you without much thought. This is just me talking. Detroit got the deal of the century. I'm going to tell you right now. I like Matthew Stafford. He's been one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league for a long time. I always thought that he wasn't reaching his potential in Detroit. But even that said, the guy's 11 years in the league. It'll be his 12th year in the league in 2022. And I just think that they could have gotten this guy for probably a first, a third, and Goff. I don't think they needed the second first. Clearly, they thought they did because Detroit was able to hold him over a barrel. I'm sure what happened there was some competition, and LA got spooked. They wanted this opportunity to grab the guy, and they did it. So, it's pretty interesting. So how does this affect us? One, it takes a quarterback out of the mix, so that he was one of my plans. He was plan D, I think it was. Get Matthew Stafford, keep Sam Darnold, let him sit there for a couple of years, see if you can groom Sam underneath him, or even do that with James Morgan and maybe a Mac Jones or something like that, or who knows, Jamie Newman in the fifth, kind of a thing. So it takes a quarterback off of the plan list. One more plan we can't exercise, okay? So it also, though, takes a team that was in the quarterback market off of the list. Now, nobody really knew the Rams were in the quarterback market, but clearly, if they would grab Matthew Stafford, they were probably calling the Texans as well. So it gets them out of the mix. So that's a potentially good thing. Now, what I will close with is this. I think that the Rams overpaid. I wouldn't have given more than a first and third for Matthew Stafford. Maybe a first, third, and hey, take Goff. Take a starting quarterback, a first and a third. I think that the Detroit Lions and Dan Campbell in his first move, I know he's not the GM, but this could be his impact. He comes on board and says, hey, I don't want Matthew Stafford. And he inspired this move when it can get 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and a starting quarterback to hold him over for a little bit. And Jarod Goff isn't the worst quarterback in the league. You know what I mean? So he's probably a nice placeholder for a little while. And so I think they did a damn good job. This was great capital. The one difference between Matthew Stafford and Deshaun Watson, outside of age, 7 years in the league, is no trade clause. So Matthew Stafford and Jarod Goff did not have them. Deshaun Watson does. So it's a big deal. That's a big deal, okay? So anyway, what do you guys think about this? Did you want Matthew Stafford? Is that what you wanted? Are you upset? Are you happy? Do you think Detroit got a great deal? Do you think the Rams paid too much? Do you think they could have gotten more up there in Detroit? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Have a great night, everybody. Be safe out there, and go Jets.